All right, good evening, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope everybody's doing all right today. I hope everybody had a great weekend, and I hope your week start off well. This is Hood Action News. We're your hosts. I'm Gigi.
Usagi.
Yeah, I'm AE.
And tonight, we're going to be talking about this repeat cycle of genocide towards Black people. It's just happening again. It seems like around this time every year, random senseless acts of violence happens towards our community, and it ever since the pandemic happened, it has just been worse and worse each time. And now what we have now is just like I don't know. It's just a trend to sit up here and just kill innocent Black people for no reason. So let's see. So basically, there is a young man. His name is Ralph Yarl. He lives in Kansas City. That's out in the Midwest area of the United States. This young man was only trying to get his siblings. He accidentally went to the wrong address. In the midst of it, in the midst of it, 84-year-old man, Andrew Lester, shot and critically injured him. Now, I'm looking at this man picture, and it screams, I don't like Black people. But, shot him. Thank the Lord. Thank you, ancestors. This young man is all right. He's at home. He's resting. His family is taking care of him. He's recuperating. People were protesting at this man's house, like they should. You know what I'm saying? Making some noise. This man, his bond is set up to $200,000. They gonna get him out. They always do. My thing is that every time a Black person gets shot or killed like this, unarmed, hasn't done anything wrong, how come white people just love to go dig in their background to see if they did something wrong? It's always that. Let's go dig in the background. Let's go see what we can find. Let's go see if this was a bad person. Let's go see if they did this. Let's go see if they did that. Let's go look. Why are y'all looking? Why are y'all looking? Y'all always want to dig in somebody's past to make it seem like they're bad, but they're the victim. They did it for Floyd. They did it to Breonna. They did it to Philandro Castro, excuse me. They did that to him. They did it to Sandra Bland. They did it to, oh my God, what's that young man name?
Trayvon Martin?
Not him.
Oh.
Huh. Oh my goodness. What's that young man name? I'm trying to remember. Elijah McClain. They did it to him. And the thing about Elijah McClain is that this young man, I think he was on the spectrum, and he was a massage therapist and stuff, and he would just play cats with his violin to calm him down. And he died in police custody. He didn't even do anything wrong. And this happened in Colorado. So he was 23 years old. Like, they had this man in the chokehold. And the chokehold, what is it about these cops having like Black people in the chokehold? Like, it was ridiculous. But yeah, it was bad. Like, he didn't do anything. He was a sweet young man, and they tried to go back. They tried to go back, and they tried to look up some about him, and there was nothing, and that just irritates me. It's terrible. So I'm glad he's home, and the protests okay, but I already know what they're gonna do, and I already know how this gonna play out. And they're probably going to blame the young man, talking about, oh, he's picking up his siblings, that he should have known where they was at. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Stop blaming him. You know what I mean? Like how do y'all feel about this like situation?
So yeah, that all goes. So basically, it's just another situation that it was pretty much an opportunity. Like it almost seemed like he wanted something like that to happen, so he just have an excuse of killing someone to say, "Oh, it was in self-defense. I thought he was robbing me," all that type of stuff. And there's just many videos out there of just racists going off on black people for whatever reason, and they just give pat on the head and go. They don't really get any type of repercussions for what they do. So of course they just gonna keep doing it because there's no reason to stop since they're throwing out all these cases and ain't really trying to help at all. So it's just like it's going to keep happening, unfortunately.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were talking about the other young man, Jayland. Now, last year, something similar happened to him last year, but he actually died, and they shot him over 40 times. 40 times. 40 times is very unnecessary when he was unarmed. Those cops, and let me just be clear, they were all black. All niggas that did this, by the way. Be your own people. It was 8 of them, and they didn't get charged. None of them. The justice system here in the United States is just on some straight bullshit. Let's just be clear. There's nothing about this country that's just like, oh, the United States, home of America, home of the brave, and all this shit. And all, I don't believe in that. It gets worse every time we see it, and I really feel bad for the fact that this family has been fighting for a year to try to get results. It's just the same thing, and it's just sad. And y'all, black people, this summer coming up, y'all be careful. Like ever since the pandemic has happened, they've been after us, man. Please read up on your laws, study, know your rights in each state. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just know this stuff. If you know you ain't got no weapon, don't try to reach for nothing. Just put your hands up. But it's a scary situation that as black people, we got to pray before we go out the house and when we go in the house. And it shouldn't be like that, man. It shouldn't be like that. We shouldn't have to be scared to go out to the mailbox, to the grocery store because of stuff like that. It got so bad after the pandemic. We were like, do we even want to go somewhere and have fun? We were so scared. We didn't even know we wanted to drive the car around the corner or something like that, or go to the store, or go to a friend's house. That's how scared we are of that. I'm still scared of that now. Cops like to do random checks, like, where are you walking to and stuff? Because I want to, like, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like how do y'all feel about that too?
It's pretty much harassment, because the ones that they should be doing those questions for, they don't. Like the hoodlums on the corner. How come you ain't questioning them? Well, you questioning me who's trying to walk home with some groceries. Okay.
Right. And they be the ones that be in the most mess. I'm not trying to like hate on my people and be like, oh, they ain't shit. But there's a young black man out here that's being like in this gang life doing the most. Like let's keep it honest. Like they out here doing it. And it's sad. Like even in your own community, there's always some mess. Always some mess. I'm surprised. I'm surprised here where I live. It's gotten quiet. I don't hear nothing. Well, I guess because they hired 3 police people in their SUVs to ride out here, which is okay. That's cool, but at the same time, I'm just gonna keep it cute and be honest. I feel like at the same time, okay, y'all keeping our community safe, but at the same time, I feel like it's an intimidation tactic against us.
Yeah.
That too.
Cause if we play our music too loud, if we out here, just outside having a good time laughing, it's a disturbance, and I'm just like, what? What do you mean a disturbance? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I always feel it's something like that, and I don't know. And then they said that they installed cameras here, and I'm like, cameras? Y'all actually have cameras here that work? So I first moved here, they said the cameras didn't work. I was like, but you said the cameras work, so you lied. I sue y'all for that, for my safety. But I wasn't getting nothing but $5 for it, so it don't matter. But now the cameras, all of a sudden, they work.
They got surveillance cameras set up.
Yeah, they moved all.
Oh, wow.
They only got 5 Negroes in their office now. All the white people fired everybody. Now corporate is number white people in there now. So they're trying to make it a little bit safe, so to speak. I mean, it's nice and everything, but I feel like it's a, you know what I'm saying, there's like a motive behind it, so to speak. So I want, if y'all gonna be about action here, whatever, I want to see it. But, summertime's coming up. I just want everybody to be careful, especially as Black women. We need to be careful in general. Point blank, period. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. This male cops give me the creeps anyway. I just have, I feel a certain way about that. I feel like a certain way about that. Like, it's just a look, and if you don't do something, I don't know. I just feel uncomfortable with that. And if you don't answer a question, you're the one getting the attitude. But like, sir, you can't get mad at me. You're the one that's asking these questions. I'm giving you the answer. That's why I'm like, Black people, y'all go ahead and read your books of law on what you can and cannot say, what you can and cannot do, depending on your state. I know you'll be like, okay, what does that matter? In the end, it's going to matter, because I just worried about all of us going out here on the road and things, and just keeping us safe and watching over us. You know what I'm saying? I pray for everybody in the Discord every day. Like, please keep the fam safe as they go journey to work, as they come home, protect them at home, wherever they are. Please watch over them. Watch over my family as well. Watch over my kids at school. Pray for the mental health of the teachers, staffs, and the students. This is the last of the year. We got 5 weeks left. I hope and pray that things go great, because this time of year also is the year when kids act like a fool. And I want to talk about that too. School. I don't know what it is, but towards the end of the year of school, these kids will act like they have lost their mind.
Yep.
I saw a video today, y'all. Oh my goodness. The teacher took the little girl's phone away because she was not doing what she was supposed to do. She was doing bad, and she took the phone away. The girl got mad, called her a bitch, slapped her in the face. It's like, you gonna give my phone? The teacher's like, please don't touch me. Hit her again. The teacher put in the box. She was like, please don't hit me. She hit her again. Well, teacher threw hands, had her on the floor. Had her on the floor with her hands down. The teacher started cussing like, you better fucking get a teacher. Get a fucking teacher. And the girl was like, y'all gonna sit up there and have her jump on me and not do nothing? The kids was like, no, you the one that did it. And guess what? The teacher's gonna get fired. I don't think it's fair that the teachers get fired for defending themselves. These grown ass kids in high school act like they want to be grown, and then they want to fight the teacher. And when they get their ass whooped, they get mad and want to call their mama and dad talking about the teacher hit me, I want to sue. Fuck that. There needs to be a rule when these kids get disorderly with these adults at school and they want to throw hands, that the teachers have every right to defend themselves. Because as a teacher, you feel like your life being threatened. Fuck that. Fight they little asses, step back. Maybe they ass will sit down and be quiet the next fucking time when they come to school. Like, dude, what do y'all think about that? Because we remember that fight that was, I think Nicole posted it.
Mm-hmm.
Or Shari posted it.
That was getting all up in the teacher's face for whatever reason. They were pretty much on the floor fighting each other. Right. It was just ridiculous. And then I saw another video of this boy who stomped the teacher out until he was unconscious because she took his gaming system away. Oh, like, no, these teachers don't get paid enough to raise these little bastards. I'm sorry, that's what they are.
I agree. Like, you're not able to sit up here and hit me in my face and call me, stomp them over again. Oh my goodness.
The lady was unconscious and she had to go to the hospital over taking his gaming system because he wasn't doing his work.
I don't know why the little nigga brought it to school in the first place. Ash shouldn't have brought it to school.
I bet it was a switch, wasn't it?
It could have been. I didn't pay too much attention to that. I was paying attention to him stomping this lady out over a gaming system.
That's so. Oh my
that's
God.
Sick. He learned it at home.
They should be charged as adults. Since you want to be acting like you grown fighting people, you're gonna get charged like you grown. How about that? Like, don't be trying like, oh, they're just a kid. No. Let them get charged as adults.
Fuck that. He learned that shit at home. He learned that shit at home. His parents was like, oh, you go to school. It's okay. You can do that. And so that's what they did. And now they want to get mad at the teacher. You can't get mad at the teacher. No. He physically hurt her. Should have had that game at home. Some of y'all parents need to like watch y'all kids and the shit they say and what they do. Talk to your children. Don't let them go to school. Just do whatever the fuck they want to. Run over these teachers. These teachers, like AE said, these teachers don't get fucking paid enough. They don't. Teachers do not get paid enough. Even the you know what? A bus driver here in DeKalb County quit. Stop the bus, honey. Got off the bus. She was like, you gotta get these kids. I can't do it. They was throwing paper at her. They was throwing spitballs, drinks at her. She was like, I don't know what I did wrong. She had to stop the bus. She's like, I quit. She said, I refuse to drive the bus. And the bus drivers here in this county are short anyway. Short. There's bus drivers that come from other counties to help us. That's how bad it is. These kids are bad. Bad on the bus and at school. That's why I let my daughter ride the bus. My son, he's cool. He already know where to sit. He already know how to handle himself. He's like, he sit up in the front. He said shit go down. He already know what he need to do. He said he gonna jump out the window and just tuck and roll and keep it moving.
Oh my goodness.
No, but these kids nowadays are so ruthless. They gonna expect to be trained at home properly and then expect to take that same home training and take it to school? I think not.
Thing is, they ain't home training them. These parents are too lazy and pathetic, so they leave it to the teachers to do. They ain't there to raise you. No, they ain't there to raise your kids. They are there to teach them, and that's it.
That's it.
Right.
Teachers are not the babysitters. They're not. I hate that because there's some parents out there that think, okay, you're gonna babysit my kids for the day, so you have to do the rest. No. This is how it works. The teacher does at least 35% of the work, 40% of the work. You do 60%. You got to do the rest. That you can't hold them responsible for everything unless it's one of them teachers that don't care. But at the same time, I don't blame them for not caring, because why should they when they don't get paid enough and when they get treated like shit? I don't blame them for not caring enough. I know that's fucked up to say, but think about it. You go to school every day. You go to school. You become an educator. You get these degrees. You go and teach at school, and then you go to school and teach these kids, and all they do is give you shit. They give you shit. They mentally abuse you, physically abuse you, verbally abuse you. They call you every name out of the book. You can't get like any rest. You're sitting up here trying to talk to students and they're talking back to you. They're not taking their work seriously. They're just being just extremely mean to you. Like, what? You expect them to come to work and you expect them just to be okay with this? They're not okay with this. They're not okay with this. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't. My cousin's a teacher, but I have two cousins that are teachers. I'm like, I don't know how y'all do it. I couldn't do it. I would lose it. I would lose it right then and there. I don't want to choke out no kid, but damn it, y'all have to put me in jail. These kids are ruthless. Like, they're getting worse, man. If that's the case, don't send the kids to send the little motherfuckers to school. Homeschool these little motherfuckers if that's how you feel. Oh, you can't because you scared them too. You scared they're going to whoop your ass too? Right.
Yeah, you want to put it all on the teacher. Like, oh, they ain't doing their jobs. Okay, have your little bastards at your own house and see how that goes.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's what I thought.
They scared these kids too. I say, you scared of your own child? Okay. Sound like it must be a problem. But you want to put it on the teacher. Right. Okay.
Yeah, because it's easy to blame someone else instead of your shortcomings, right?
Mm-hmm. It seems like it's just it's just how they, like, I think they scare their own kids because of the way these parents of these kids were raised.
I believe that. I believe that.
By their own parents, aka the grandparents.
Because it's all about how you treat it at home. When you do that stuff, you bring it to school. It's a product of your environment, basically. And nobody want to have that conversation.
Yep, they sure don't. Nobody want to face the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know there's one side where I know, okay, at home, there's a kid that's going through some stuff at home that really need some help. And if you can reach out and help that child and save them, I can understand that. But on the other hand, there are kids out there that are just fucking bad. Sociopaths. The demons, devil, Satan. There's just some evil ass kids out there, man. There's just some bad kids that just do shit on purpose. Like, oh my, what is that? Who's that guy on YouTube that I like to watch? He always pops up on my thing, and I had to subscribe to his channel because his channel and what he talks about is real good. Hold on, let me if I put it in. There it is. I think if y'all seen him too, Karamo show. I watch his show. Man, I love that man's show. This man, his show is really, really good. So he was talking to this parent yesterday, like a couple weeks ago. Do y'all know this child got suspended from not suspended, but kicked out of school or suspended out of school 100 times?
Oh.
You're gonna run out of school after that like 100 times? How many schools did he go to?
No, this is a young lady.
A young lady who was doing all this. How many schools did she go to?
Ooh, shoo. It was so many I couldn't count. I gotta send you the link. She's a beautiful young lady. She has an attitude problem. She's an attitude problem. And I'm just like, something is going on for her to be sitting up here just basically not liking this, because bless you, because ain't no way this young lady has got all these suspensions like this much. That's a lot of suspensions. 1,000?
So she kind of like a little mini Irene. Let me stop. But I'm sorry. Girl, Lord Jesus, I can't.
Let's see. Let me find the episodes. And it's quite clear that her and her mother have some issues from the way they talk to each other. Because I didn't like what the mother said to her, basically. The mother was, I can understand the mother's frustration, but I see there's something else in that relationship that I saw that I don't like. She told her that she couldn't take it no more. And so basically she's like, you could basically go live with your mama, live with your daddy. But look, check this is the tea on this. The mama just found the daddy not too long ago.
Oh my goodness, the ghetto.
God.
So you basically putting this young lady on the doorstep of a nigga that that just came back in her life. What kind of bullshit is that? What kind of bullshit is that? Like, oh man, some of these parents are just failing their kids. Hold on, let me post it in here. All right. There you go. Right there.
Oh yeah, I looked at his channel before. There's some real heartbreaking stories on there.
I had to get off his channel because some shit on there I was relating to too much. I'm like, oh, and I love him because he don't take no shit. He's like the opposite of Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil's terrible because Dr. Phil will gaslight you. Like him, he will sit down and get you together. I like him. I like him better because they're black people. It's black people, and the issues are a little bit different. He sits down, he talks with you, and he can actually get you help. I love his channel. But there was this one I had to stop watching it. It was this one called "Mom, if you want to see your grandson stop bullying me." Oh my goodness, I had to stop in the middle. I couldn't do it. I was crying so bad. I was just like, I can't do it. I was so upset. Let me tell you why I was upset. The girl just wanted an apology. Instead of apology, this is what we got. OAE, I know we've just, you'll understand when you hear it. If I did anything wrong, I'll apologize. If I did anything wrong. It's if.
Here we go.
Oh my God, when will this stop? I mean, for real. When are we gonna stop with these half-assed apologies?
It's always an if. It's always a fucking if. If.
Yep. Just say you don't want to apologize and be done with, instead of just putting that if in there, trying to act like you ain't done nothing.
Right.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But y'all, his show is really good. But back to like this young lady, like the young lady, like there are some like kids that are good out there, but like that needs help, that can actually be like, okay, I really need to help me out. And then there's just kids that are just bad, like bad, man, like bad. Do y'all know these children? There's some kids in this complex that will leave this house, pretend like they going to the bus stop and go somewhere else.
Oh yeah, plenty of them act like that. A lot of them, they get dropped off at school by their parents and they walk off the curb going somewhere, who knows. And sometimes the parents don't hear nothing from them until the morgue calls because they may have gotten hit by a car or something like that. And it's sad.
It is. And the parents, they sit and they think that the kids are going to school, and they're not going to school. They're out there somewhere else. We saw this kid. He thought he was slick. He was coming back dropping Zahara last week. He decided, I guess he's walking to the bus stop and he hid behind a tree because he thought he saw his mama or something coming, right? And I think that they called him and took his ass to the bus stop and dropped him off that there and waited till the bus came and picked them up. That's how some of the parents have to do anyway. They wait with them at the bus. This is the high schoolers now. Even the middle schoolers do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's messed up, man. It's just messed up. But yeah, man, these kids are just wild. And I already know towards the end of this year, these kids about to turn the fuck up. I was talking to these teachers today. I said, y'all got 5 weeks left. She was like, please pray for us because they acting wild. They're acting wild. Because they already made an announcement. She's like, we got 5 more weeks of school left. Act badly if you want to. You get a permanent summer vacation before it starts. I'm like, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, one, I witnessed a child get kicked out of school. The dad came up in the car. He was heated. He had the box of all the kids' stuff, like the child just got fired from his desk job. So they put everything in the box, put it in the car, and the administrators had to hold the child. The child was like, oh, hell no. Hell no. They put his ass in the car, and the dad's like, your ass is mine when I get home. And I'm like, oh shit, I guess we ain't gonna see this child for a while. Haven't since then. I don't know what that boy did. I don't know what he do, who he did it to. But yeah, he got kicked out. I'm like, what did this boy do? I've never witnessed an expulsion before. I witnessed suspensions. Have y'all witnessed a suspension before it happened? Like, you suspended.
Oh yeah, I definitely saw that in real time. And the boy was breaking down. He was making all types of excuses like he ain't do nothing. Yep.
I don't want to go. Let me stay. Please let me stay, mama. Let me stay.
That'd be so funny to me.
That shit is funny.
Kids break down when the teacher calls their parents because they know once the parents find out, that's it. They ain't gonna have no booty, just legs. So
you said no booty, just legs.
I'm about to edge of my bed.
It be the ones that do the most, be turning up the most, and then when they get in trouble, they be like, don't. They do that voice, don't
and the
call.
thing is, I had a kid just like that was making all that type of noise. No, please, don't do it. You know, for real. And it sounds like you do this every day. Like you act a fool every day. It's like it's routine for the teacher to call. Like, what you think gonna happen?
Oh my god.
Don't call. My mama gonna hit me. Bye, daddy.
Oh god.
I seen the boy get beat. His daddy came up to the school. So he came to school. And he said, you see this boy right here? I was like, ooh, that's Jarvis Jones' daddy. Ooh, he tall too. He had a belt on his shoulder. Y'all go outside and play. Then the teacher's like, I'm the one to tell everybody to go to recess. He said, well, I'm telling him to go. I'm like, well, shit, I guess we need to get up then. I just got scared. I'm like, I guess we got to go outside, y'all. Let's go. Went outside, and I ain't hear nothing. All I heard was a wow, wow, wow. About the episode, the episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog. We had that whip like that.
Oh my god!
I was like, oh no. We came back in the class and he looked very upset. Everybody like, you good? I ain't good. Don't talk to me. I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. I was like, And then you got the ones that act like they know they're in trouble, but they act like they ain't scared, but you can see the fear in their eyes. Like, are you okay? I'm okay. Call my mama to pick me up. I don't care. My daddy said I'm gonna be all right. Then the daddy come up there like, you know you're in trouble, right? But daddy, I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing wrong. See, you shouldn't have been up there acting bad. We have that. You know, you always have that one child in the class that just can't get it right.
Yeah, they can. No matter how many times their parents come to pick them up and teach them a lesson, they still the next day act a fool like ain't nothing happened.
It happens all the time, and we try not to laugh. Try not to laugh. We laugh anyway.
But we failed.
We laugh anyway. I know I was laughing. I'm like, it ain't me. I'm gonna have, like you said, I'm gonna have my booty the next day. I will survive.
It was at that point we had a try not to laugh challenge meter in our heads.
It was hard, man. Like, and teacher be like, "Don't say nothing. Don't try to be laughing in here. Why you low? No." No, this kid was a bully and he did all this bad stuff. I damn right I'm gonna sit up here and laugh. I was like, hard, get him, beat his ass, beat that nigga ass. We were rude too. It do. We
bully. Yeah.
We were rude too. This one girl, she was just terrible. She had a little clique and stuff. All her and her little clique, clique got in trouble, and she was like, "What y'all looking at? What y'all looking at?" And me, my smart mouth said, "We looking at you, about to get your butt whipped." They'll be all right. They'll be fine. But for real, man, like, these kids this year is gonna turn up. So, you know, like I said, I pray for the students, the teachers, and the staff. You know, especially the staff, because they got a couple of weeks they got to go through, and on top of that, these kids are testing soon. They're MAP testing, they're Georgia milestone testing. These tests is from the 3rd to the 5th grade, and then on up. These tests determine what grade you'll go to next, if you get to pass or not. And this is
those give me anxiety.
They did. They did. In the back in the day, they used to be called the ITBS test. They used to be called it. Now it's the Georgia milestone test. Them tests scared me because you had to. Oh my god! Especially the writing part. You got to write 3 paragraphs, and I'm like, for what? I don't want to write this. I don't want to read. I just want to go home and sleep. It was not fun. So, you know, I'm gonna make sure that, you know. So niece, she don't have to do no testing. Only testing she has to do is like a computer test. But other than that, she don't got a lot of testing to do. Now nephew, he's got testing. He's got testing from Wednesday till next week, and the PSATs.
Oh no! Oh, poor nephew.
So he's already tired. This boy has been studying all weekend. All weekend. Non-stop. He's sitting there still studying now.
Oof. I have prayers up for him.
And, you know, make sure that he gets lots of sleep and rest, and they both get a good breakfast when they go to school in the morning. You know, and I'm just like, I feel bad for these kids because, boy, the testing they give them, especially him. I was like, PSAT? Now? Y'all taking that now in the 8th grade? I didn't
Terrible.
I didn't take that to the 10th or 11th.
Same. Like, they doing it way early now.
I wonder why they do that. I guess it's to see where the kids are at or something. I think that's stupid though.
Well, I guess, like you said, they just want to see like what they need to focus on until they take the real SAT.
Right. And with the SATs, oh my goodness, that's just as stressful to take.
Very stressful.
Because if you mess up one time, you have to wait to take it again. I'm just like, oh, I just wish they could just give the kids a curriculum that's like a little bit more easier for them to take, so they won't have to be so nervous before taking tests. I get nervous taking them types of tests. The writing part, I don't like. Multiple choice I'm good at, but writing stuff, I don't like doing that because I'm just like, oh my goodness, I'll just get nervous and stop.
Or the worst thing is when you take a test and your mind just go completely blank. You don't remember nothing.
You're right. Like all the stuff you studied for the night before came out your ears and nose, and you're trying to put it back in, but it won't go in there. Like
it's gone. It's gone.
Within a blink of an eye.
And I'm just like, dog, man. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm doing my best here. Yeah. Like, you pray for these kids, that, that at the end of your testing that they all do okay, and that, don't give up. Keep doing what you doing. It's going to be fine. Just keep working hard because the summer's coming up, and then basically you can go home and drive your parents crazy instead of the teachers, because that's what's going to happen.
Basically. Because
these teachers are happy. They was like, I can't wait to see these kids home with their parents. I'm like, sure, so they can like drive the parents crazy. That's what y'all want? Okay, that's good. No, they're gonna be busy this year. They don't drive me crazy during the summer. They're good kids. They don't even act like that. So I already know that they're gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. That was a good conversation, y'all. That was good. Everything tied in together. So yeah, that was a good podcast. And we're almost to 40 episodes, everybody. Y'all, it's a celebration. It's a celebration, bitches. Look, I was feeling like upset a little bit earlier, but I feel good now. I feel great. You know what I'm saying? I get to talk with y'all. I feel better. My spirit's up. So this 40 episodes, we're going to be out here. Darkness is a celebration, bitches. Show your titties to Charlie Murphy. The milk has gone bad. I know the whole skit. Yeah, so y'all join us for the 40 episodes. It's coming up soon. With that being said, it's Hood Action News. We're your hosts. I'm Gigi.
I'm Asagi.
And I'm AE.
And y'all have a good night. Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.